Yo, 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 how's it going? How's it going? Before I say anything else, I just want to say don't forget to like, subscribe, comment in the section, interact with me, give me a follow, tell me what's up, tell me what you guys are up to. So here's the video. So in the beginning of August, I told myself I'm just gonna, first thing I do in the morning is, of course, after I brush my teeth, is just start writing 3 pages from my morning journal. This was something I got from I believe the book was called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, I believe. If not, please correct me. I'm pretty sure it's Julia Carmen. I think it's Julia Carmen. Anyways, this is just me just writing whatever comes to my mind, as much as I can, whatever, just whatever. The thing that I tell myself, and the thing the book says too, is just let it, don't judge it. Just let it flow, whatever comes to mind, just write it down. Don't scratch anything out. Don't think too hard. Just write whatever's on your mind. Ironically, don't even write what's ever on mind. Just write. Just let your hand do the work. And you just let it guide. I picked up The Artist's Way a few years ago. I used to be so much more dedicated to the morning journals before, and there was a reason why I kind of went away from it, because I thought the journaling wasn't helping me. I thought it was, ironically enough, getting in the way of me creating. So I took a huge step back. Would I say it made a difference or not? I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I was inconsistent when I was doing morning journals before in the past. And that's why this month I told myself I am going to wake up, brush my teeth, and just write the 3 pages, whatever it is. Even in the book, it says if you just want to write the 50 million times until you fill up 3 pages, that's fine. And I think I try embracing that. And I try to embrace whatever comes out of my pen whenever I write. As I said, I think it gives a great practice of not being judgmental of your writing, of what you're doing. Because I know as artists, I think we tend to judge ourselves in the process. And that's something that I would advise everyone out there who's listening and watching to stop and really be conscious of when you're judging yourself in the process. Because in the process, you're still figuring it out, still trial and error. If you're being very judgmental and critical in the process, then it's not going to work. You're gonna be upset at yourself a lot more. I think it's gonna demotivate you more than anything. Is that even a real word? Anyways, so after the morning pages, what I like doing is, I don't know what I was doing here. I've noticed I touch my face a lot. I was waiting for the machine to turn on. All right, cool. Oh yeah, the thing that I do after the morning journals is do incline walking. I don't know, it varies between what incline level it is. Sometimes it could be at 4, sometimes it can be at 6, 8, or even all the way up to 15. And the speed varies between 2.5 to all the way to 4. That's me. If you know why there's tennis in the background, you know. It's incline walking is harder than it looks. I used to do, you won't believe it by looking at my physique right now. I'm walking backwards. It's supposed to help with your knee pain and stuff, so I think that was me saying I'm done for the day. I used to do a lot of working out before. Definitely before quarantine and definitely before the pandemic. A lot of weightlifting. I used to do CrossFit. I used to deadlift about, I think, close to 400 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, I can't even touch anything near that. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm watching tennis because of the audition. I was like, let me watch the best of the best go at it. And this is some really old games too. Like I said, 2 miles is done, and that's all we need. And for a post workout, I just went to the backyard, had some fresh watermelon juice, blended it right in the Ninja. Super good. Honestly, watermelon might become my favorite fruit juice. It kind of gives it more. And this is when I started to edit the 2 YouTube videos that I talked about previously. It was basically giving a step by step, or honestly, it was giving a very vague documentation of how I go about doing what I do. I say a lot of so and stuff like that, so I did it again. The more I do these videos, the more I practice, the more I speak to the camera, and the more I do of those things, I'll get better at that, I want to just see myself a year from now and be like, wow, it's a whole different experience, like a whole different way of watching this person work. So right now I'm just going to go through, kind of wanted to do this in voiceover, but here, let me also do like a screen recording. So maybe for the next video, I can also be like, yo, this is how I was chopping it up, maybe have an element of that. Let's see. Investigating, or what am I? It's all about connecting the dots, right? Yeah. At this moment here, what I'm doing is going through all the footage, going through every single moment that I've captured so far. What do I have? And I'm just scratching my nose. Yeah, so the best thing I'm doing right here is going through all the footage that I have, even the footage that I think I might delete later. Let me just double check it. A lot of looking, a lot of staring. I'm not gonna lie, editing is tedious. It's a task in itself. Anybody who does editing and loves editing, tip my hat to you. It's one of those things that I am too getting into the path of editing. I'm telling myself, hey, do the editing. You don't have to be the best at it at the moment, but just give it your effort. Just see what goes through. Not goes through, but see what works, see what doesn't work. And as I said in the video, I want to, in the future, I want to experiment with the look of the videos, the style of the videos, the color of the videos, the sound and everything. Even start adding music. I know I haven't added music to some of the videos. And grapes. I love grapes. Green or red grapes. I prefer red grapes. Green are good too. They say seedless grapes are not good grapes to eat, but hey, we live in America. What is good? What is not good to eat, right? Here I am. I took a little lunch break or dinner break, whichever one you want to call it, to make some pita pizza. So the recipe for the pita pizza is super simple. Grab pita bread, some pizza sauce, and some shredded mozzarella cheese, or if you have other cheese that you like to eat pizza with, go for it. And you can grab any kind of topping. You can put olives on it, bell peppers. It's just like a regular pizza. Instead of it being on a conventional dough, it's on a pita bread. I don't know. I don't think many people know this fact, but oh, I love bell peppers. It's my favorite. It's my go-to. I think it's a fruit. It has seeds in it. So you can fight me in the comment section if a bell pepper is a fruit or a vegetable. It's a fruit. And an interesting fact about myself, my family owned a pizza shop. We ran that about a few years. It was going into it, trust me, I was the biggest fan of pizza, loved pizza. I used to answer, if I could eat one thing for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. Let me tell you that, like, within 3 weeks of owning and operating this restaurant, I was sick of it. Absolutely sick of pizza. I mean, granted, I didn't have to eat it every single day, but, I did. So here, I put some sauce on the pizza, spread the cheese around, putting bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, green bell peppers, red peppers. You can pick whichever color. I just found the yellow bell pepper, so that was a pita pizza. I didn't have time to record the end of what it looked like because I had eaten it. Great. All right, here I am looking at more footage. More and more footage. You'd be surprised of how time-consuming editing is, Like I said, I have this love-hate relationship with it, but I am hoping for it to be more love in the future than hate. As I said, what I was doing was something that was really a little hard to balance, I'm not gonna lie. Preparing for an audition that demanded me learn a sport, the lines, the circumstances, character, place, and relationship. I have no idea why I'm smiling.
We don't see them brushing their teeth. We don't see taking it on the TV screen. Like, really think about that. Like, these are everyday people, but we don't see them brushing their teeth. We don't see taking a dump. We don't see none of those, like, very mundane everyday. The writers are picking a very specific time out of these characters' lives and putting it on the TV screen. Like, really think about that. Like, these are everyday people, but we don't see them brushing their teeth.
I think I was overly ambitious, kind of, in the sense that I was prepping for an audition, and then I was also documenting myself, recording myself, and then having this task of putting together the videos. So I ended up putting 2 videos out, halving them, splitting them, a part 1 and a part 2. It was a little tough, I'm not gonna lie, preparing for the audition and then also recording the videos and putting it together and putting it out there. Hopefully something that I can get better accustomed to, something I can get better at over time, where I don't feel as if I'm giving YouTube and recording myself priority over the audition, because at the end of the day, I do want to act. I want to be in films, and that is my number one goal, to self-produce and be in productions myself. So I don't want to lose sight of that. I went ahead and edited the video that I'm going to post. What? Interesting. Yeah, I went ahead and clipped it in 2 separate videos, so I'll make a part 1 and part 2. Now that it's being rendered, I'm just gonna start working on the script. I think I was saying this before, as an editor, I also want to improve and see the different things that I can do, with the effects, font size, all that kind of stylistic stuff. So that's slowly something I'll be experimenting also. There's just so much to do, and at times it feels like such little time, but that's not true. We live in abundance. Remember that. I finished editing the video that I'm going to post. I chopped it in 2 parts. And now that it's being rendered, what I'm going to do now is just work on the side. work on the script. This is me just going over footage. I really messed up here. I should have double checked my framing, my angles, but ironically, every single one I recorded before this, the framing was good, except for this one. But this one had me really explaining and talking in much better ways. A lot of specificity. That's what I'm gonna work on. That's gonna be rendered. I was waiting for both of the videos to get rendered, so in the meantime, I was working on my script. Audition side, my bad. I keep interchanging it. It's the same thing, but like I said, if you're around professionals, you can say sides. And once you hit the level of a Will Smith or an Idris Elba or Riz Ahmed, you can say whatever. You'll be respected anyways.
For today, what I'm gonna do today is...
That works. All the videos, both the videos got rendered. And now what I'm going to do is post it. I'm gonna post one of them and schedule the second one. And then I'll clip these together and see where to go with it.